The Namibian Constitution, narrated by Appelite. Chapter 2, Citizenship. Article 4, Acquisition and Loss of Citizenship. 1. The following person shall be citizens of Namibia by birth. A. Those born in Namibia before the date of independence, whose fathers or mothers would have been Namibian citizens at the time of birth of such persons, if this constitution had been in force at that time, and B. Those born in Namibia before the date of independence, who are not Namibian citizens under subarticle A hereof, and whose fathers or mothers were ordinarily resident in Namibia at the time of birth of such persons, provided that their fathers or mothers were not then persons. A. Who were enjoying diplomatic immunity in Namibia under any law relating to diplomatic privileges, or B. Who were career representatives of another country, or C. Who were members of any police, military, or security unit seconded for service within Namibia by the government of another country, provided further that this subarticle shall not apply to persons claiming citizenship of Namibia by birth if such persons were ordinarily resident in Namibia at the date of independence and had been so resident for a continuous period of not less than 5 years prior to such date, or if the fathers or mothers of such persons claiming citizenship were ordinarily resident in Namibia at the date of the birth of such persons, and had been so resident for a continuous period of not less than 5 years prior to such date. C. Those born in Namibia after the date of independence, whose fathers or mothers are Namibian citizens at the time of the birth of such persons. D. Those born in Namibia after the date of independence, who do not qualify for citizenship under subarticle C hereof, and whose fathers or mothers are ordinarily resident in Namibia at the time of the birth of such persons, provided that their fathers or mothers are not then persons. A. Enjoying diplomatic immunity in Namibia under any law relating to diplomatic privileges, or B. Who are career representatives of another country, or C. Who are members of any police, military, or security unit seconded for service within Namibia by the government of another country, or D. Who are illegal immigrants, provided further that subarticles AA, BB, CC, and DD hereof will not apply to children who would otherwise be stateless. 2. The following persons shall be citizens of Namibia by descent. A. Those who are not Namibian citizens under subarticle 1 hereof, and whose fathers or mothers at the time of the birth of such persons are citizens of Namibia, or whose fathers or mothers would have qualified for Namibian citizenship by birth under subarticle 1 hereof, if this constitution had been in force at that time, and B. Who comply with such requirements as to registration of citizenship as may be required by Act of Parliament, provided that nothing in this Constitution shall preclude Parliament from enacting legislation which requires the birth of such persons born after the date of independence to be registered within a specific time, either in Namibia or at an embassy, consulate, or office of a trade representative of the government of Namibia. 3. The following persons shall be citizens of Namibia by marriage. A. Those who are not Namibian citizens under subarticle 1 or 2 hereof, and who A. in good faith marry a Namibian citizen, or prior to the coming into force of this Constitution, in good faith married a person who would have qualified for Namibian citizenship if this Constitution had been in force, and B. subsequent to such marriage, have ordinarily resided in Namibia as the spouse of such person for a period of not less than 10 years, and, open bracket, Subarticle 3A BB is amended by the Namibian Constitution's Second Amendment, Act 7 of 2010, close bracket. CC, apply to become citizens of Namibia. B, for the purposes of this subarticle, open bracket, and without derogating from any effect that it may have for any other purposes, close bracket, a marriage by customary law shall be deemed to be a marriage, providing that nothing in this Constitution shall preclude Parliament from enacting legislation which defines the requirements which need to be satisfied for a marriage by customary law to be recognized as such for the purposes of this subarticle. 4. Citizenship by registration may be claimed by persons who are not Namibian citizens under subarticles 1, 2, or 3 hereof, and who were ordinarily resident in Namibia at the date of independence, and had been so resident for a continuous period of not less than 5 years prior to such date, provided that application for Namibian citizenship under this subarticle is made within a period of 12 months from the date of independence, and prior to making such application, such persons renounce the citizenship of any other country of which they are citizens. 5. Citizenship by naturalization may be applied for by persons who are not Namibian citizens under subarticles 1, 2, 3, or 4 hereof, and who a. are ordinarily resident in Namibia at the time when the application for naturalization is made, and b. have been so resident in Namibia for a continuous period of not less than 10 years, and, open bracket, Subarticle 5b is amended by the Namibian Constitution Second Amendment Act 7 of 2010, close bracket. C. Satisfy any other criteria pertaining to health, morality, security, or legality of residence as may be prescribed by law. 6. Nothing contained herein shall preclude Parliament from authorizing by law the conferment of Namibian citizenship upon any fit and proper person by virtue of any special skill or experience or commitment to or service rendered to the Namibian nation either before or at any time after the date of independence. 7. Namibian citizenship shall be lost by persons who renounce their Namibian citizenship by voluntarily signing a formal declaration to that effect. 8. Nothing in this Constitution shall preclude Parliament from enacting legislation providing for the loss of Namibian citizenship by persons who, after the date of independence, a. have acquired the citizenship of any other country by any voluntary act, or b. have served or volunteered to serve in the armed or security forces of any other country without the written permission of the Namibian government, or c. have taken up permanent residence in any other country and have absented themselves thereafter from Namibia for a period in excess of 2 years without the written permission of the Namibian government, provided that no person who is a citizen of Namibia by birth or descent may be deprived of Namibian citizenship by legislation. 9. Parliament shall be entitled to make further laws not inconsistent with this Constitution regulating the acquisition or loss of Namibian citizenship. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful or informative or useful, please like and share it to someone else, and make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Until the next chapter.